Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss our most thrilling new videos.
The cradle of the Niger River. Long ago, before kings and empires, the Songhai people lived along the great Niger River. They were fishermen, hunters, and farmers. The river was their protector and their path. It gave them food, life, and rhythm. In that fertile valley, one village grew stronger than the rest, Gao. And from Gao, destiny began to flow. The first kings, the Xia dynasty. Gao became a respected city. Its rulers were known as the Xia kings. Wise and just, they guided their people with harmony. Legend says that one of them, Xia al-Yaman, came from far Arabia, bringing knowledge and faith. Under his reign, the Songhai knew peace and plenty. The river became their soul. The desert trade. Across the Sahara came long caravans of camels, carrying salt, gold, and fine cloth. The desert was not a wall, but a bridge between worlds. Gao thrived on this trade. The Songhai learned to read, to count, and to negotiate. Prosperity began to rise like the morning sun. The coming of Islam. With the caravans came scholars and travelers from the north, bringing Islam, the faith of knowledge and writing. Slowly, the kings of Gao accepted it, blending the new religion with their old traditions. Mosques appeared, schools opened, and wisdom began to grow beside the river. Under the shadow of Mali. But in the west stood another power, the mighty Empire of Mali, led by Sundiata Keita and his heirs. Gao fell under Mali's rule. The Songhai obeyed, but never submitted. In their hearts, the dream of freedom slept like embers under ashes. The elders would whisper, "A river may rest, but it never dies." The rise of freedom. In the 15th century, a man rose to awaken the dream. His name was Soni Ali Bear, Ali the Great, a warrior, a strategist, a leader born from the river. He gathered his people, fishermen, soldiers, and traders, and freed Gao from Mali's grip. The drums of victory echoed along the Niger. The Songhai were free again. The conqueror of the river. Sani Ali did not stop there. He marched to Timbuktu, the city of knowledge, and Janneh, the heart of trade. He built a fleet of war canoes and fortified cities along the river. From north to south, the Songhai banners flew high. The river had become the empire's living spine. The feared and the mighty. Soni Ali ruled with strength. Some called him harsh, others called him wise. He united tribes, secured roads, and made markets flourish. Under his leadership, merchants crossed the desert safely. Gao, once a humble town, shone like the jewel of Africa. The empire stood proud, vast, and powerful. The river and the spirits. Sani Ali believed in the spirits of the river and the ancestors. Though he knew the ways of Islam, he stayed faithful to the old traditions, too. Some scholars disapproved, but the people understood. A baobab stands tall, they said, because it draws strength from all its roots. Sani Ali was that baobab. The death of the lion. But even lions must one day fall. In 1492, as he returned from a campaign, Soni Ali died, perhaps drowned, perhaps betrayed. The great conqueror was gone. His empire mourned, uncertain and trembling. Yet destiny had chosen another to shape its future, Askia Muhammad Touré. Askia the Just. Askia Muhammad took the throne and changed the empire's soul. He replaced fear with justice, conquest with wisdom. He reorganized the provinces, appointed governors and judges, and strengthened learning. Under him, the Songhai became a land of order and enlightenment. The Pilgrimage of a King. In 1497, Askia Muhammad began his grand pilgrimage to Mecca. His caravan stretched across the desert, thousands of men, gold, and gifts. The world watched in awe. When he returned, he brought scholars, books, and a deeper faith. The Songhai Empire shone brighter than ever. Timbuktu, city of knowledge. Under Askia's reign, Timbuktu became one of the greatest centers of learning in the world. Its universities welcomed students from all lands. Thousands of manuscripts filled its libraries. Poets, astronomers, and jurists worked side by side. The light of knowledge rose high over Africa. The Golden Age. The Songhai Empire reached its height. From Senegal to the Niger's Bend, its power stretched far and wide. Trade was safe, wealth abundant, and peace maintained. The river flowed calm and proud, the mirror of a glorious age. Cracks in the throne. But even the strongest walls can break. After Askia Muhammad, the empire weakened. His sons and generals fought for the crown. The unity of the Songhai began to fade. The once clear waters of the river turned troubled. The northern threat. Far away, the Sultan of Morocco watched with greedy eyes. He longed for the gold of Songhai. In 1591, he sent an army across the desert, soldiers armed with fire guns, the arquebuses. The Songhai warriors had courage, but not gunpowder. The end was coming. The Battle of Tondibi. On the fields of Tondibi, the two forces met. The Songhai released their cattle to charge the enemy, but the Moroccans fired their guns, shaking the earth. The sound of thunder filled the air. Bravery was not enough. The empire fell that day. The fall of Gao. The victors looted Gao and scattered the scholars of Timbuktu. The Songhai Empire, once the pride of Africa, collapsed. But even in defeat, its people held their dignity. The spirit of the river lived on. The echo of memory. Generations passed. Griot sang the old names, Sani Ali, Askia Muhammad, and told their stories beneath the stars. The children listened, the elders remembered. Words kept the empire alive when swords could not. The old man and the river. The old man, beneath the baobab, looked at the children around him. "My dear ones," he said softly, "the Songhai Empire no longer stands, but it still lives within us. As long as someone remembers its story, it will never die." The night grew quiet. The children closed their eyes, dreaming of rivers, drums, and golden cities. The old man smiled, and far away, the Niger River whispered once more, the legend of the great Songhai Empire.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss our most thrilling new videos.